Good morning, readers. Remember back to the beginning of first grade when we wrote a genre of writing called opinion writing? In that unit, we wrote about all the things that we loved. I wrote about Yogurtland because I think that Yogurtland is the very best ice cream shop, and I told you why I had that opinion. Well, readers, just like how we have opinions about things like ice cream shops, we also have opinions about books. And today I want to teach you that readers who know books well have strong opinions. And readers don't just keep those opinions to themselves, readers recommend the books that they love most. Now, readers, here on my screen, I have one of our favorite stories, The Dot. And if I was going to recommend this book to Mrs. Cornejo, would I just say, The Dot, you should read it? No way, boring. Mrs. Cornejo isn't going to want to read my book if I just tell her to. I have to give a strong book recommendation. And today I want to teach you, in order to give a strong book recommendation or tell other people to read the books we love, we need to first introduce the book and the main character. Second, retell the big things that happen, but don't give away the ending. We can't tell too much. Third, we need to pass along the lesson. So readers, I want you to watch me as I try this with my book, The Dot. I'm going to pretend that I'm recommending this book to Mrs. Cornejo. Watch me as I do this. First, introduce the book and the main character. Hi, Mrs. Cornejo. I have one of my all-time favorite books. It's called The Dot. In this book, there is a character named Vashti. Vashti is a student at an elementary school. Okay, so far I've introduced the book and the main character. Now I need to retell the big things that happened, but don't give away the ending. In this story, Vashti doesn't think that she can draw. She sits in art class and she doesn't even try. She just leaves her paper empty. But Vashti's teacher inspires her. She tells her, "You can do it." Vashti doesn't believe her at first. She gives her paper a big jab, and her teacher looks at her and said, "Oh, you did it. Now sign it." At first, Vashti is confused, but pretty soon, Vashti starts to realize she is an artist, and she starts to make all sorts of dots: red dots, blue dots, purple dots, green dots, yellow dots. Pretty soon, Vashti's artwork is hung in a school art show many weeks later. Now, readers, I don't want to tell too much, so I'm going to stop right there. Before I retell the ending, I'm going to jump on to this number 3 piece. Readers, pass along the lesson. What did the character learn? In this story, the main character Vashti learns that you can try something new, even if it's hard. Try something new. Mrs. Cornejo, I really hope that you read my book. It's such a great book and you'll really enjoy it. Readers, did you see the way that I did that today? Did you see the way that as I recommended the story The Dot, I didn't just tell Mrs. Cornejo, The Dot, you should read it. Instead, I recommended this book by first introducing the book and the main character, second, retelling the big things, but not giving away the ending or telling too much, and third, passing along the lesson. Readers, as you go back to read today, you should read for 30 minutes as you always would. But as you go back to read today, you should end your time by picking your favorite book, a book that you love. And you should come back and recommend that book to others. Kind of like recommending a summer reading list to some of your friends. So as you come back, you're going to record yourself talking about your book, introducing your book and the character, retelling the big things that happen, not telling too much, and of course, passing along the lesson. And readers, your teachers are going to post all of your recommendations into the blog. So not only are you going to post a recommendation of a book you love, but you should also see the other books that your classmates love. You might even jot down some of those books on a piece of paper so you have your summer reading list of all of the great books that you should read. Readers, I can't wait to see some of the books that you love, but I can't also wait to see you find other books to read this summer. Have a great day. Off you go.